Welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is beautiful. The sun is shining. Hope you're out doing whatever it is. Get out of the house. If you're not working, enjoy. Take a walk, go fishing, golfing, whatever the hell it is. Enjoy yourself. We got a great show lined up for you today. Remember, it's Ocean's Pit, Monday through Friday at noon, 12 o'clock, lunchtime fun. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders. It's mostly dedicated people like you who take the time and watch the show every day. Now, folks, whether you're watching it at 12 o'clock during your lunchtime or whether you watch it anytime during the day, you can see us on all 5 social media outlets. We're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, which is now X, Mo Carraro Facebook page, and the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. Whatever it is, watch it, enjoy it. It's showtime, and we got a great guest for you guys. My good longtime friend Penny Chelios will be on, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about some stuff that she does that's going to be fantastic for your health. And I'm not even going to get into it right now. I'll wait till she gets on, and she'll be on in a few minutes. But I didn't even realize some of this stuff, and we just had a 2-minute conversation before when we did the sound check. So you're going to be surprised. And you're going to want to do this for yourself. Self-help is very important. This is fantastic. Anyway, it's showtime. So let's go to work. Dino Manzella from thank you, Dino from Seventh Heaven. Guys, it's a beautiful day. It is Wednesday, July 17th. And boy, we got a lot of things to talk about. What a busy week we have. Don't forget yesterday, thank you, my good friend Carol Brandolino for Twisted Tuesday, where you can see me and Carol every Tuesday. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be hitting us as co-host on Thursday, the great Laura Ocean, and we're going to have a lot of fun with talking with her. And then Friday, we got some special guests coming too. So you know what? What's important out there that we're buying local, shop local, go out and support live entertainment, go out and support local establishments. We got so much going on. First of all, let's get to our main sponsor. That's right, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop a local. Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona. 50% off lawn and garden decor, 40% off all outdoor decorative chimes, patio sets on sale, lowest price of the season. They also have handyman insurance and licensed handyman in the Norridge and Des Plaines area. And don't forget, folks, $20 off every time you mention Grill Your Ace Off. You walk in and say, hey, I want to grill my ace off, and get yourself $20 off any grill purchase, guys. Don't forget to tune up that lawnmower, $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse. And take advantage of their Auto Key program at all their stores. They program car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the Helpful Hub to speak to a certified team member. That's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, supporting neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And then how about some real estate? You know how we could talk about it. The great Mary Grievous. That's right, folks. Always doing your great real estate needs. You got to love my good friend Mary. All right, everybody, there she is. The perfect real estate professional, whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. She's available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. That's right, Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. That's M. Grievous at starkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. That's Mary Grievous, guys. And you know when you're talking about Mary Grievous, you're also talking about the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Holy cow. Now, you guys missed the one in January When you guys were home freezing your asses, we were out on the water. And now you guys can be out on the water with us too, on the ocean, that is. That's March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. Now, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, the Oasis of the Seas. It's a different ship from the one we took in January. It's going to be Fort Lauderdale, Carousel, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. 8 days, spring break, baby. And here is the entertainment. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, Mojo's Jukebox, my other band. We're going to have Hillbilly Rock Stars, the #1 country band in the city of Chicago. We're going to have Hollywood Frankie Rodriguez spinning the great songs. We're going to have the Jersey Girls. We're going to have the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. That's right, all bands for 8 days, Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Mention Tony Ocean or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. You can't beat it. It's going to be a lot of fun, Ocean on the Ocean. And the one we did in January, there was 7,000 people on that ship. Our group was about 400, but we sold it out. It was fantastic. And this one's going to be just as good, even better for 8 days. Spring break. Get out, have some fun. Oh, I just love it, man. All right, so a lot of good things. I want to thank everybody that from the Butterfield Country Club in Oak Brook yesterday. What a great, we do this show for every year for the last, 8 or 9 years. And the golfers, everybody golfs, and then they have dinner, and then we perform there. So I want to thank Jerry Jams and Double T Tony Toto. Thank you so much. Great job seeing Lefty Malarkey yesterday, buddy. Pressure. Now, tomorrow we'll be at the Berkeley Concert in the Park. That's Berkeley, Illinois. That is a 7 o'clock hit, 7 to 9. But listen to the lineup. It's Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, of course, with Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Jerry Jams, Ron Starr, and Regina Karma, all on one stage, 7 to 9. That's tomorrow, Berkeley Concert in the Park. That's Berkeley, Illinois. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with the Professor Daryl Armistad. Saturday will be at Taverna on Division in Melrose Park, voted the #1 patio in the whole suburbs of Chicago. And Sunday, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. Me, Jerry Jams, and celebrating Lee Stevens' 80th birthday. She's fantastic. What a great voice. What a great lady, Lee Stevens. So, busy week, 5 days a week. We're still going strong, and we have a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of stuff to talk about, folks. Again, thank you for all the stuff you guys keep sending me, your stories, your things. Oh, so much stuff. It's crazy. In a couple minutes, my good friend Penny Chelios will be joining us, folks. I also want to, busy week. Let's get some of these other dates coming up, folks. Next Thursday in Oak Brook, as we are once a month, Postatanos in Oak Brook. Me and Jerry Jams and Lisa P. The place is like the old Jillies. You guys remember the old Jillies? Well, then you want to go to Postatanos, and we're there one Thursday a month. We'll be there next Thursday in Oak Brook. That's a 7 o'clock hit. On the 27th, Mojo's Jukebox will be at Dirty Nelly's in Palatine, rocking it out, of course, with the opening act, Small Town, tribute to John Cougar Mellencamp. And don't forget, the 31st of July, folks, will be at the Kelsey's Roadhouse in Lake Barrington for Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. Now, I walk dogs every Tuesday. I volunteer my services for this great organization. Now we're doing a free concert at Kelsey's Roadhouse on the 31st of July. That's a Wednesday. That's a 7 o'clock, and all the proceeds go to Almost Home Foundation. You can bring your dog. There's going to be food. There's raffles, all that good stuff. A lot of good stuff on the 31st. All right, Davenport, Iowa on August 4th. We're back in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. You keep asking me when we go back. August 24th will be at Mars Lake Como. It is a party atmosphere. It's unbelievable. And Taylor Street Italian Fest. It's big. We're going to be there, folks, on Friday, August 9th with the whole Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. That's Ron Onesti doing it again. Michael Sansone, hello, my friend. Happy Kindness Day to you and your lovely wife, Mike from Arizona. God bless you, my good buddy. Johnny Garini's in the house. Stella Double T. We have California in the house. Wisconsin, Iowa. Hello. Vince Ramondi. Oh, Cotamowac, Wisconsin. Mark Fish local. Yes, absolutely. Babe Winkleman. No, you guys are funny. Nina Terry Boyd. Howdy, buddy. I hope you washed your hands. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, folks. Frankie Seta, how you doing, Frankie? Looks like we might get Frankie on the show on Friday. Carol, that's right. This morning, every morning I get up and I go fishing. You guys know that. I go to 4 or 5 different ponds, and I found one today. It was a friend of mine's home, and I just mentioned their first names, but it's Maria and Carmi, and they're in Deer Park, and they have their own man-made lake. And I've been hearing about this, but I never got a chance. Went there this morning, got there about 7 a.m., 6 or 7 largemouth bass. Unbelievable. It was fantastic. Then we got back enough time for me to go to Turner Park with Zoe, our dog, and my wife, Laura. Went out and got one bluegill because there's nothing over there. But interesting. But thank you guys for that. Ronnie B, Vince, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. All right. This lady is very busy, and I'm glad she's giving us her time. So let's make sure we get her on over here. When I hear about people doing stuff when it comes to health or trying to better yourself or trying to make yourself better and stuff like that, I had no clue about what Penny was telling me today about brushing your teeth, and I'm not even going to explain it. I'm going to have her do it. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, let's bring her on, Penny Chelios. Penny, how are you doing? Hold on, make sure she gets on here. Let's give her a click. There she is.
Hey, Mo. Hi, everybody.
How are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for doing this. Now, folks, before we get into the business that you're in, Penny Chelios, where were you born?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois, Evergreen Park, Illinois, Southsider. Go Southside.
Southside in the house. Now, you came from a big family, obviously, Greek family. What was that like growing up as a Greek family?
Well, we grew up around a bunch of Irish Catholics, surrounded by Irish Catholics. So we had the best childhood on 101st Street in Evergreen Park. And we came from a time, I'm 60 years old, we played outside all day long. And until we were forced to go inside the house to eat dinner. And, that was a good time. It was a time when you didn't have to look perfect. You didn't have to be fit as a fiddle, or nobody thought you, right. And we didn't have to go to physical therapy when we weren't injured or coming off a surgery, right? We weren't going to stretch labs and doing yoga classes, which I believe is one of the things that unfortunately counterintuitively harms our connective tissue fabric. And now we're in this state of chronic pain, symptoms, conditions, and disease, and it's a global epidemic. And nobody seems to want to talk about the resolve and prevention of it. We're too busy relieving it and maintaining it. You see what I'm saying? So I come from a time when I know what we needed to be alive. A lot of people lived to be 100 years old prior to this last 10 or 20 years that we've been really pushing some pretty crazy things that supposedly we need to do to be well, but we actually don't. So I fell into the deep mass release agenda that I talk about and that I feature with my massage methods and floor methods that I teach.
That you teach. But did it come from, Penny, were you influenced? Did you find somebody that did this, or did something happen to you that made you do this?
Nobody does it to the body. I had to put it all together after in 2007-8, age 42, paid $15,000, went to a clinical massage school, Soma Clinical Institute of Massage downtown. I was 42 years old. I was born and raised pain-free, great genes, flexible, healthy. I'm a Chelios after all, right? I was quite an elite fitness athlete when I was young, but I developed chronic pain literally age 13. And instead of being the first place athlete anymore, I began to be the third and fourth place in pain athlete. So I thought, I'll just read books. I'm done with this hurt.
Penny, tell me what kind of pain you're talking about at that age. Are you talking about legs, teeth?
I'm talking about whole body, low back pain, mid back pain, upper back pain, neck pain, knee pain, feet pain, and a keloid stone at the bottom of my left foot that no matter how much I dig it out, it'd grow back a minute later. I'm talking about itises, osises, omas, dromes, oids, ingements, eations, right? I had everything known to mankind, even though to look at me, you would never know it. You've actually known me for years. You saw me dancing out there at the festivals. And
Sure.
by the way, love, love, love all the countless nights of dancing fun I've had with you up on stage, as well
Yeah.
as many of your great friends.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes,
a
absolutely.
freaking blast when you were naming all those places you got events coming up. I want to go to every one of them, but I run a clinic by day right now, and I have mom, 90-year-old mom, doing pretty good, but I'm kind of her caretaker. So that's my evenings now. I
Sure,
can't just be going out
sure.
and about right now.
Right,
But
right.
nevertheless, the pain was systemic whole body. You could call it fibromyalgia. You could call it scoliosis. You could call it, as I got into my 30s, 40s, arthritis. I don't care what you're calling it. Get me out of this pain. I'm young. Why am I in this pain? So my
Now,
brain.
Penny, you get up in the morning. Is
Yeah.
it that hard for you before now that you're doing this stuff? But
Yes.
was it that
Oh,
hard just to get out of bed every morning?
laying in bed and I have the Oprah Winfrey Tempur-Pedic bed, right? Getting in bed, getting out of bed, getting in and out of chairs, walking up and down stairs, getting in and out of the car, carrying anything, bending down to pick something up off the floor. Yeah, for years, I couldn't do none of that without crying and popping painkillers. And this is a lot of people's reality. You've mentioned Tom Brady before. I've heard you mention Tom Brady before.
Yeah.
Real briefly, there's his book, The TB12 Method, right?
Right.
And this guy admits right in his own bestseller book that age 13, when he was in high school, it's a pop-up box on page 14, mind you, right there. Hang on.
Yeah.
A pop-up box right there on page 14 of his bestseller book. I remember being in chronic pain in high school. What age are you? 13. Why? Because he was crimping and he was working it and he was hydrating. Everyone was eating when they were in high school. We were drinking, water.
Sure, sure.
Right? We were resting and sleeping and all that.
Yeah.
But he admits he was in pain until he discovered a body worker, a special guy named Alex Guerrero. There's pictures in there. He says the whole story himself. That when that guy proved to Tom Brady, as he was age 23, that's what Tom Brady says. And he was meeting all his needs. He was playing in the NFL, but he was icing his elbow and he was, doing icing, stretching, everything. And then this guy, Alex Guerrero, comes along and within 2 separate sessions of direct manual hand scraping to Tom's whole body, right? He proved to Tom, you never got to ice or stretch again. But nobody seems to be even following their lead.
Well, Penny, let me ask you. So you're in pain. First thing people do is they call their doctor. All right, doc. Blah, 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 blah. You go into the doctor. Yeah, he checks you out. But take one of these pills. Take this. Take that. Take this.
Because I'm not going to give you the secret. I'm not going to give you the secret to deep mass release, natural at home on your own in seconds per day, because I don't even know that. I went to school for 8 years to learn pain management science. I'm a doctor. I didn't learn.
Why won't the doctors say there's something that you should look into?
Because they're not taught it. They're not taught it, and anyone who's not taught something is ignorant and nescient. Therefore, if they're ignorant and nescient, they don't know what to do. Do they know what to do in an acute trauma, physical impact, injury condition or situation? Yes, it's time sensitive. They can sew you up. They can give you surgery if you break something, if something's bulged and blockage, bulge, burst, right? Embolism, heart attack, stroke. They can repair you if you sprain your ankle or you break a bone, or they're designed and trained to do anything smart for acute trauma. They're actually not designed or trained to treat chronic conditions. They'll just give you a man-made Band-Aid, which is a pill, a shot, a surgery you don't need, but hey, we got nothing else for you, so we'll give you that, right? Sure. So that's the system, the modern medicine. It's not a bad system. It's an ignorant, nescient system, because they don't even know people like me to send people to try natural mass release first, and then go to the extreme measures of medicine, modern medicine, if you need it. But first try natural mass release. And by that, I mean, natural mass release is about you directly brushing and flossing your teeth and gums.
Yeah, now let's go back to that. Let's go back. Okay. Guy wakes up in the morning. A woman wakes up in the morning, or they go right before they go to bed. They take their toothpaste. They brush their teeth.
Yeah.
Up and down, blah, blah, blah. Some people might brush the tongue. Some people on the top. They might do the floss. Doing that every day, like you should be, at least twice a day, right?
Yep.
For people that still do that, or for people that don't do that, why is this important to do, Penny?
Because daily hygiene, scrape, spit, is vital.
Wait. Repeat that again one more time.
daily hygiene,
Got that.
scrape, spit. You don't soothe it, relieve it, stretch it, ice it, heat it. No, scrape, spit, right? That's called deep mass release. If I scrub my hair in the shower, I scraped my scalp, I got deep mass release. If I take a Q-tip, I wet it a little bit and I stay on the surface walls in my inner ear where more garbage grows, okay? I scrape and now it's out, so the wax can't build. Therefore, I cannot formulate the bonded bad buildup of crusty, rusty, calcified, right? Oxidized, nothing's getting in there if plaque and tartar is growing. So in other words, scrape it out because it's a growing so you can have that, right? But beyond the mouth, that's a hollow pit. That's a hollow pit. This gets crust in the morning every day that I wake up there. And I take a clean finger and scrape that out. I don't let it build and grow. So now go to the body. Let's now talk about how do you get scrape, spit, deep mass release, minutes a day, couple minutes a day leisurely to your whole body mass membranes. And what I mean by that is your fascia. That's the netting that is your connective tissue. 100% of use fascia. And no one even knows they have it. They're too busy talking about muscles and tendons, which are 40% of the body. That's 100% of the body. It looks like this in the body. There's a show called Body Worlds that visits your town every 10 years. It's amazing, Body Worlds. And it's that white connective tissue. It's actually a crisscross netting, white in nature, but I couldn't find white flexible tissue. So I found crisscross fibers, thin sheath. That's what fascia looks like, but white in the body. It's a net. And you don't got to read a lot of books to understand your fascia. It's your cobweb crimp because you're alive. Just because you're alive, that's what plaque and tartar is. So here's a crustier fascia, right? All this junk's formulating in it, right? This is how it should be. And you can have this every day of life for 100 years, but you don't know that because you never learned and nobody else learns about fascia, right? And then here's the other fibers. 40-50% of your fibers are parallel. Okay. These are crisscross. All right. That's how the body is designed. And what happens to these guys is knots. You've heard of that, right?
Sure.
Okay. So if a rubber band is free and happily aligned, he gets long happily. Right. If fascia is free, he gets long happily. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
The problem is he gets long and he breaks and tears. He's knotted. None of these are free. And now what are you doing? You're fraying them and you're degenerating them and you're breaking them all by yourself every day that you go to that stretch lab or every day that you go do your yoga and you don't even know you're doing a bad thing. So counterintuitive to well-being, right? So, and here's the thing. This doesn't stretch easily either. It's calcified and crustified and every fiber breaks and tears when you go to stretch it. But if you go to stretch, like I said, the free, deep, cleaned, free fascia, he moves just fine. So do these guys. And by the way we're designed, Mo, just so you know, this sheath, one, just like soft tissue Kleenex, crisscross paper, wood fibers, one-time use, right? And that's 4 little thin sheets of, by the way, one piece of Kleenex. But this is connected everywhere. Your eyeball is your baby toe through this one guy, okay?
Sure.
And he surrounds that fiber, then the next fiber, then the next fiber, then the next fiber, right? He's the guy. This is just like, hey, we're barely anything. We're 40% of you or 50% of you. This is 100%. And he weaves through the bones, around the bones, surrounds every cell, and then weaves through and surrounds every tendon and ligament. So if we're going to walk around in these knots with this fascia all twisted and tangled in the knots and all the calcified rusty crust, do you think oxygen, nutrients, or water is going to help you? No, it can't even get in. Right? That's space occupying adhesion, right? So what's going to get in between those teeth now? Nothing good, nothing that those fibers need. And teeth and gums are made of fascial fibers. Hello. You just don't get taught that. Neither do I. I had to pay $15,000 in 2007 to learn that. So why did I create a whole new methodology and think way out of the box and aim way higher? Because I was desperate in chronic pain, hell at age 42. Going back to school, I had many, I'm 60. And by that point, I only had 2 surgeries, okay? One was a double lateral whiplash car accident. So I had a C5, C6 fusion surgery here. I don't think you can see it there, but it's a dead guy's leg bone in my neck. And for years, I could move my neck that much. That was age 36. By the time I was 42, I went to massage school giving mass bodies release because a body's a mass. But I didn't receive it till I learned how to do my floor method. And then that was age 48. And then age 48 to this minute, age 60, I can move my neck every day. No problem. I can extend
You
it.
know what? You know what? Which Penny, what's important, what's really mind-boggling to me is that you're still, a lot of women don't even like telling their age.
Yeah.
But you
Oh,
know
I
what?
do.
Here you are. You've done that. You've said you were 60. I don't know how many times in the last 15, 20 minutes.
I also have no
And
makeup on at all, and I've had no plumping at all whatsoever yet. I don't know if I ever will, but I only have a little lip color on. That's it. There's nothing here. Hey, we're the real deal, right? We are
right.
aging gracefully, and beauty comes from the inside out. Beauty is not an outside thing. Be clean, be professional, be kind, and be yourself, and then be free. And when you have that, your life is enriched. And people don't realize that. We're too busy
Penny,
focusing.
does it make a difference? I mean, does it affect men and women differently?
No, men and women are built as a warm, moist organism habitat. Your mouth is warm and moist. Your body muscles and your tendons, ligaments, and bones are warm and moist. And what grows in a warm, moist habitat? I don't know if I can say the word, but bonded bad buildup. SHIT. Bonded bad buildup. You don't leave it there. You get it out. How do you get it out of the body mass membranes fascia? You smash and drag it. That's what I do. And I teach my clients to get on the floor and do it 2 minutes a day rather than no minutes ever. Why do you think you live with dis-ease that becomes disease? Because you don't release nothing. And here's the thing, Mo, prevention is, look it up in the dictionary. Prevention is something that can never, ever occur. Well, if I have chronic pain, it's occurring. What does that mean? I ain't preventing, nor is anyone else that's living with chronic pain that's supposed to be born with great genes, meeting all the needs. Look at all our young pro athletes. They're 15, 20 years old, right? 25
Sure.
years old.
Yeah.
Why are they sitting on the bench? Why are they sitting on the bench? Why are they missing any games or practices? Repetitive strain injury? Is that because they're doing everything wrong and never getting mass release? Or is it because we're supposed to have repetitive strain injury when we are young elite with great genes? How stupid, right? Right? So if the young elite with great genes can be on the bench with repetitive strain injury constantly, and also having chronic dis-ease and disease as much as fluffy, fat, lazy people, are we misidentifying cause and cure? And is there something we're not tapping into that could help us all live pain-free resilient for 100 years?
Well, we got 5 or 6 people already asking for contact details. Yes. 728 East Olivia Brook Drive in Oak Brook. You can go to CheliosMethods.com.
My home. That's my mother's home address. My work address 2425 West 22nd Street, inside of the Oak Brook Surgical Center, next to Starbucks and a big white water tower. Okay,
and there's a website there. Is it Chelios? What is the website?
CheliosMethod.com. CheliosMethod. CheliosMethod.com, or just look up Chelios Massage or Chelios Massage Method. It's only me. Nobody else does what I do. Nobody.
And 312-330-0708 is how you can get a hold of Penny.
Yep.
Penny, this is amazing, all the stuff that, and so this actually starts as a youngster, right?
Yes,
and then it grows if you don't take care of it.
And it even starts in the womb. While you're formulating in a womb, you're folded up in flexion. Sometimes babies come out with tighter fascia. Sometimes they come out with, a little stuckage that maybe if it never gets freed with a little bit of manual manipulation, parents are supposed to open up those arms and legs and give some massage, but they're never told to do that. So you might grow up your whole life with some bondage in there that came from being in the womb. This is a molecular pathogenic situation that is any living organism capacity. What's the word I looked up earlier today? I just want to read it. Every second you live and breathe, you adhere, you calcify, you oxidize, you corrode, you fuse, you ossify, you deform, you degenerate, and you decline. And it isn't, don't blame the looking forward or looking down, the forward flexion, the gravity, the stress, the overuse, abuse, the injuries, the sickness. No, you know what it is? It's failure to deep mass release anything. How's something going to be well if I don't brush and floss every day? How's it going to be well? Optimal well? It can't be. I get to grow and age every day with garbage. And then I can blame everything else, but wouldn't I be wrong? Yeah. because I would be the reason. We are the cause and the cure. You can deep mass release yourself in minutes a day, or you can leave it to build and grow. And you know what? Deep mass release, cleanliness, hygiene doesn't sell. You know what sells? Grunge. Grunge sells, right? Hard body, grungy. I'm amazing, right?
Yeah.
Well, you are also possibly going to die young and live in chronic disease until you die, because internally you're bonded and you don't even know it.
Well, you know, something that's also, it's many say that, and I don't know if it's just because here in the United States of America here, the way the shit that we put in our food or the way we, things that we drink and stuff that we're doing compared to people who live so many years, excuse me, in Europe. Like
that may be true, Mo.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, that may be true. But there are many, many people like Prince, the great musician. He was a vegan, he was fit and lean, and he was only 57 years old. There was no reason why that man needed to be on painkillers, and there was no reason he should die young, right? Patrick Swayze's gone. Steve Jobs is gone. They tried everything they could to be well, and they're gone. And guess what? This is bonding and growing, and your mouth doesn't care what you eat. Your mouth doesn't care, but you better brush and floss the residual trapped crap out. But your own saliva has bacteria in it, so you better brush that out too, even if you don't eat. You see, so we got to stop focusing on what we're eating and blaming it, because what a good crutch that is, right? And that's keeping our eye off the prize.
Bingo, bingo, because everything you said, and I remember right before we first started, the donut is now, it's, you know, it's wild.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the gun is not what kills people. The shooter kills people, not the gun, right? The donut is just fuel. I don't care if it's smarter to put better fuel. If I have a car and I put unleaded or super unleaded, my car don't care. It'll run as long as that car should run if I keep giving it fuel. Right. And I'm not dissing good eating. I'm not dissing diligence or deprivation. Right. And all that. Hey, God bless you if you love to starve yourself and not eat good stuff. But it's not sustainable. You see what I'm saying? It's not sustainable. And you're going to cheat, and you're going to be at a party or a wedding or something, and you're going to starve. And then what are you going to do? When you get chronic disease, you're going to blame that? You're going to blame the occasional
First of all, the passion you got is unbelievable, Penny. And everybody's saying, everybody, please share this page, share this show. You need to get this. And Jerry Jams, just put out your website and put all the information on there. This is stuff that we don't need to, that we have no clue that, and this is, I'm mind-boggling, and I just talked to you for just a couple seconds. And
if you never got taught, why would you know?
You know, it's amazing
cavemen. Ancient cavemen did not know yet about bristles and strings. So guess what? With no processed food at all, they dropped at age 25, 30. Look it up. That's as long as a caveman could live, age 25, 30, even though they ate no processed food whatsoever. But they didn't know yet about this, and they certainly didn't know, how do I do it to the rest of my body? But it's okay. Your body will forgive you and live for many years in chronic pain and disease, and keep you alive, even moving, right? Which is the confusion part for people, right? But it doesn't mean you're optimal if you're on painkillers or you're at home because you can't go anywhere because you hurt somewhere. Why are you hurting? If you're ambulatory and you're not in recent acute physical trauma, why are you hurting? Why are you ever hurting? We shouldn't hurt, right? It ain't about what's going in. It's about what's not coming out, because it's bonded. It's bonded. You better scrape that crap out. If it's adhered, if it's bonded.
Well, this is why we have people like you. And ladies and gentlemen, it's simple. You call, you look up the website, you find out. Penny can help you. This is something, Penny, once you start doing this with, and you teach your clients everything to come in, this is something that is going to have to be done all the time to make sure that do you give them a certain amount of weeks and say, okay, now you're on your own. Here's the book. Here's the kit.
Here's how it works. The body's so amazing and perfectly smart designed that it will even wait 60, 70, 80 years. We give it 1 to 2 or 3 separate 1-hour sessions, roto-rooted. It's slow, it's safe. Most people love how it feels. They say it hurts so good, but the results are astounding, because don't you get rapid results the moment you are done brushing and flossing? Isn't it resilience instantly?
Yeah.
I don't got to go, forever to get my resilience. Okay.
Right.
So the bottom line is if you can get here and you can get a few sessions, just a couple, within maybe a 2-month period. We're going to roto-root you and transform you to get you 30 years of youth back. We'll avoid tons of surgeries, pain meds, and shots for tons of people. We're not guaranteeing and promising everyone because we don't know all the influencers of everyone, but most people can get well in 2 to 3 separate sessions, or even one, many people, because they don't have bad influencers, okay? But the other thing is, if you can't get here, all right, if you don't like anyone touching you, then do it the floor method. Do not ball, do not roll, do not stretch. That is not mass release. That's piecemeal, right? Piecemeal. And stretching is tearing and breaking. Remember, I showed you what happens to a bonded fiber. You go,
Sure.
that don't look
So
like
what do you mean? What do you mean by the floor method? What do you mean by the floor
method is the way for people, our clients, and anybody who's interested in getting deep mass release to the membranous fascial whole body sheath to be pain-free, to actually live pain-free, right? The floor method is a way to replicate the massage results that we give, which are called fascia rescue benefits, space, lube, and elasticity. Nothing that you do or that anyone else does on this planet is giving them their body membranes daily space, lubrication, and elasticity. We say your lube wanes, right? Your stem cells, your collagen, it disappears while you age. No, it doesn't. It's trapped in the bonded bad buildup underneath molecular pathogenic garbage that we human people, adults, fail to get it out of our body. So the floor method is your way, anyone's way that can get on a floor and up again. And I can show them the wall method too if you can't get down to the floor. You will replicate the results, fascia rescue benefits. They're mine. Nobody can get them any other way when you do it, and it's leisure. Because I'm a leisure activist. I'm a leisure everything. I'm not the Chelios that's the diligent, perfect spelt, fit as a fiddle. No, I'm the Chelios that's probably, I would call myself a Greek gluttonous grazer. And I love sitting.
Well, let me ask you something, Penny. Is this the reason why? Maybe because your brother has played for so long with that healthy? I mean, he's been pretty healthy when he played all those years. Did he try to do the same thing?
My brother Chris is amazing. He's worked hard. He is 62 years old. He's achieved everything. But here's the thing about my brother Chris and all other famous celebs that nobody lives with. I don't live with him, but I see him enough to know the truth. He lives with chronic pain. So he buys bags and bags, just like everybody. He doesn't follow the philosophy of Tom Brady. He doesn't go get deep mass release, right? He actually daily.
So can I ask you, why do you think some people don't want to go that route? Why do you think people they don't believe it, or they just are too lazy to do it?
The sad fact is people are fallible and lazy, right? They don't believe there's something new because they think they've tried everything. Even nobody believes there could be a new kind of massage or that I could replicate it at home for free, right? So, and people can live, let's face it, people can live with, accept and embrace and develop a high tolerance for chronic pain. Why? Because we have to, because we're forced to. Why should anyone, would this little guy ever develop a high tolerance for pain? No. He cries and stops doing everything and says, "Mommy, kiss it." He doesn't play and work it because it hurts and through pain. Right? Because he's not stupid. Wild animals in the kingdom. But what do, Mo? They live naked on the floor and they smash and drag. So they get mass release, naked.
Penny, some of our friend Karen, one of our listeners, Karen, says, what if you have nerve damage in your back?
You have fibrous adhesion and crimp that is strangulating in perpetuity constantly your nerves. Your nerves aren't damaged. What did they do? Did they get hit by a car, but the rest of your body didn't? No. Your nerves aren't the cause. They are the innocent bystander constituent happening to live amidst all the tangled, twisted weeds that we're letting stay in the body, and then we're blaming a nerve, right? Why are we doing that? For your fascia. It's natural. Here's what fascia is in a nutshell. It's your cobweb crimp, and instantly rapid results. It's your liquid lube elasticity. It'll all let go in seconds, if you do it consistently. But nobody's doing it at all. There's no consistency. People aren't doing deep mass release. They're doing relief, right? They're doing relief. And all physical therapy. I'm not dissing anything or anybody's methods, but if you ain't pain-free after you apply your self-care tactic, it's non-preventative. It can't prevent. It can't resolve. It can't do anything.
This is unbelievable information, folks. Penny Chelios. We got another question. Guys, please, everybody watching, share this show. Take down all this information here. It's very important. Roseanne Caputo says, is this for people who only have pain?
No, it's for people who want to prevent ever entering and enduring pain, right? It's coming. It's coming. You could live 20, 25 years with no evidential, you can't see the plaque. It's clear, right? You can live, cavemen live for 20 years. People today that don't brush when they're young, they can live for 20 years and put whitening stuff on their teeth, but it doesn't mean the membranes deep up, that fascial membranes, doesn't mean they're not getting diseased and it's not spreading. Of course it is. You ain't brushing and flossing. So it's still happening, whether you like it or not. So yes, this is for people who want to prevent chronic pain and disease or early onset premature sudden death, right? Sudden death, sudden stroke, sudden heart attack. Guess what? It ain't just about what you're eating. It's about what you're not releasing. And if you're not releasing the bad buildup and it's staying trapped throughout all your body, it's never in 2 teeth or 3 teeth or up there and not down there. It's in all teeth and gums at all times. That's why we brush them all. It's my whole scalp. That's why I scrape it all. It's my whole body, and I take a washcloth in the shower and I scrape it all because I don't want the dead skin cells and the dirt sitting on
And
it.
how long are you brushing? I mean, it's like, how long should you be brushing your teeth every day?
Sufficiency. Don't overkill it. Don't underkill it. Don't do it too soft. Don't do it too hard. Sufficiency. We don't compete and then do every day. Did I do it better than yesterday? No, just scrape the front, all of it, right? Especially stay at the gums, right? Because it's really in the gums. That's where it is, okay? The lining of the gums and the back sides. And that's it. 1 minute tops. 1 minute it takes to brush all your teeth. And really brushing is twice a day or 3, some people do, but flossing should be at least once a day. I do it kind of twice and thrice. I mean, I do it, I like doing it because I like to know that stuff never grows. Don't let it grow. Just don't let it grow. And it can't, think about that, Mo. Can you get gingivitis disease, excess inflammation, rot, stink, decay if you brush floss every day? No, you cannot. You can't get that disease. And guess what fibromyalgia and your tendinitis is, your tendinosis is, your all that dromes, oids, ingements, eations, all that. Guess what all that is? It's actually gingivitis disease. You have excess inflamed, this gingia means gums, right? Itis means inflamed. Well, correct. I don't call that the rest of my body because that's not my gums, but it's still warm, moist material fabric everywhere. And so guess what? It's under the influence of in perpetuity, right? Degeneration, ossification, adhesion, calcification, all the shuns, right? And no one can avoid it, even if they look pretty on the outside.
But Penny, even when people clean their ears, you know what? A lot of people, the doctor says don't go in there with it, and it's very difficult when you get there. When you get to that doctor, and it's like,
you absolutely got to go in there, but don't go into the center direct. Stay on the surface walls of the membranous ear canal, that outer wall, not puncture the ear canal. Sure. That's the mistake people make because they don't get enough training on how to do it the correct way. I've cleaned my ears for years and years. Every time I take a shower, every single time I walk out of that shower, it's the first thing I do, but I do it properly, accurately, and it works. And I've had no wax buildup in my ears. You see, so it
works. And what you're saying is works, and a lot of people just don't take the time, whether they're lazy or just they don't know how, or they don't know the right way. But this is good, and it's important. If you want to know more information, folks, this is what you got to do. You got to get a hold of my good friend Penny here at 312-330-0708, or go to CheliosMethod.com, and you'll find out your information. And it's very, very important. This is stuff you're going to really, wow. It's just mind-boggling, and people are freaking. They're just flipping out on the show saying, share it.
I'm telling you, if people knew how well they could live, if they really knew how pain-free they could live day and night for years and years and years, just with a little mass release, they would sign up. But people are very skeptical. And they're very afraid, and there's nothing to be afraid of. It's a massage.
And guys, here's another thing that's important. You can't hurt for trying something once.
Right.
You can't. It's like when you try a new restaurant. You're trying a new restaurant or a new drink or something comes out. It's new. Go over there, check it out. It is. You'll love it. Again, Oak Brook's Surgical Center, address 2425 West 22nd Street, Suite 216, Oak Brook. Great. Closed. What's your hours over there, Penny?
We're open every day except Thursday, and we have short hours on Sunday, but we're here 5 days a week. besides Thursday and half the day Sunday. But I also do take emergent clients that call from the hospital. Hey, I was just diagnosed with a few herniations. Can you help me? I don't want surgery. I don't want shots. I say, if you can get to my clinic, I'll help you. And in 1 to 2 or 3 sessions tops, I will free it all. Naturally, no surgery. And I can't guarantee, because it depends. Now, if it's impact collision trauma, stay at the ER, work with your doctor. If you're bleeding out, if you're ball out of socket, if you're broken boned, there's many reasons you should work with your doctor, right?
Correct.
They are qualified for that, and I'm not. But I'm saying,
but you'll be able to tell them that when they come and see,
yes.
like I said,
or when they
come in.
call on the phone, I can tell them, yes. Yes.
Last question here, Penny. Last question for what about a bulging disc?
It's only bulging because you're leaving the blockage, bulge, strangulation to make it bulge and burst. The fabric, the fibers of your fascia weaving through and surrounding all bones and soft tissues in your whole body, that's the actual root offender cause, right? So now subdue the root offender cause and the bulge. The spine is born with its own suction release system if you apply the release system the accurate, qualified way. I can brush my teeth with my finger. It ain't gonna work. I got to do it with bristles and string. So now if you create mass release to the mass fabric in the back of the spine, the side of the spine, and the front of the spine, smash and drag massage, slow, safe. Guess what the spine is designed to do by itself? Suction release and bring back that disc matter all in by itself. It's a slow process. You got to know what you're doing. Very few experts out there live, like me, naturally releasing that.
It's that simple, folks, and she can be talking to you all day long. What you need to do is get inside and talk to Penny and go there. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple. Again, Oak Brook Surgical Center, 2425 West 22nd Street, Suite 216 in Oak Brook, Illinois, folks. Give Penny a call at 312-330-0708. And please, she can help you. You can't beat it. It's going to be great. And you're supporting a local establishment. You're supporting someone self-employed, busting her butt to make people feel great.
And if you know any other massage therapists that want to learn a great method like this, I'm hiring and I pay top dollar. Nobody pays as much as me. Nobody.
So if you're looking to be a massage therapist, there you go. You can even get a job too at the same time.
I need a bigger team. I need a bigger team. We got a lot of demand and not enough suppliers, right?
Well, Penny, you are very inspirational this hour. Thank you so much.
Shout out to my LMT associates, Kevin Trujillo and Jessica Williams. They're awesome. They've been with me for years and they do great work. It's only my method. That's all we do. It's amazing. That's why they stay and they believe in it too. You'll believe it if you feel it. You just got to try it. And if it doesn't work for you, okay, so you threw away $100. Big
Penny, the question is right now is why haven't you made an info commercial yet?
Because I'm a one-man show and I typically don't like being on camera, but I've decided at age 60, it's my new lease on life. I'm getting on everything I can because forget about it. You can't wait till you look perfect and be afraid. And so that's where I'm at now. I just got my new revamped website, my new revamped logo. I'm going to start putting all the classes on my site so that people can purchase it that can't get to Chicago, right?
Sure.
Fascia is a buzzword right now, but all people are doing to it is strengthening it, positioning it, hydrating it, fueling it, resting it, soothing it. Nobody's freeing it. Nobody's freeing it on a regular, consistent basis. And if I don't do my daily needs regular, the ones that I have to manually make happen, use it, right? Give it fluid and fuel, rest it, and rescue release it. If I don't make that happen daily to this whole body mass, including my mouth, my ears, my everywhere else, then I ain't going to be optimal well. And that's all there is to it. This is basic, rudimentary ABC 1, 2, 3 well-being.
It's that simple, folks. It's that simple. Please make sure you, one more time, I'll give the address again. Oak Brook Surgical Center, 2425 West 22nd Street, Suite 216, Oak Brook. Give Penny a call at 312-330-0708. Tell them you heard them on Ocean's Pit. Penny, you have an incredible day. Give my best to your mom. Hope she's feeling better. Your brother, Chris, God bless. And keep doing what you're doing, my friend. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Mo. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. I'll try to make it to Positanos this coming Thursday or next Thursday.
You got it, Penny. Thank you so much. Have a great one. All right, guys. Holy cow. Tell me that wasn't informative and that makes you want to go out and do this, man. It's something that's going to make you all feel, and it's simple, routine stuff that Penny can teach you how to do to make you feel better, man. And that's what it's all about. And we're talking about feeling better. Then we need to talk about some more sponsors, folks, as we're coming to the end of the hour. But before we do that, let's go to Gorelli Pavement Services. That's right. Gorelli Pavement Services, family owned and operated. They service Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, specializing in parking lots, doing both asphalt, concrete work. They do repairs, replacement, seal coating, craft filling, lot painting. It's a 5-star rating. Call and speak to a knowledgeable representative at 815-271-5835. Check out the website at GorelliPavementServices.com. And let's not forget my good buddy Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service, installation, servicing the North Shore for 44 years. Call my good friend Tommy at 847-432-5266. And let's not forget my good buddy from Deutsch Power Center, my good buddy Sal. You can't miss my good buddy Sal from Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction industry for the last 100 years. Call Deutsch at 224-276-6550. Wow, you know, folks, we are just getting more and more information. And when you're having different people on, we have guests, we have people from all types of work and stuff, and it's amazing what people can learn by doing your homework, finding some stuff like this, and there you go, Jerry, moving equipment around, absolutely, something that you want to do. For the Hollywood, another Hollywood actor has passed away, James Ski King. Of course, he used to be on the TV show Hill Street Blues, has passed away, folks. Boy, we are coming down. We got about another 9 minutes of stuff here, folks. Let's get to some more, get to some interesting stuff. How about baseball? You're going to the ball game. The prices of the ball game now is crazy. Now, I know I'm going to a Yankee Sox game in August with Joey Spins. I realize Tuesdays is like $5 hot dog or $5 beers, whatever it is. But here is some of them here, folks. The price of a hot dog at Everyday Ballpark. Now, here's the difference in prices. It's amazing. Toronto Blue Jays, every day, it's $2.55 for a hot dog. The Diamondbacks, $2.99. The Marlins, $3. And the Twins, the Braves, let's go down. The Royals, $39.99. $3.99. Let's get to the Pirates, $5.09. White Sox, $5.49 for a hot dog. Let's get to the Yankees, $6.25. Cubbies, the Cubbies, folks, $7.79 for a hot dog. They will rob you blind, ladies and gentlemen. The Yankees hot dog is cheaper than the Cubs hot dog. These are hot dogs. First of all, you shouldn't be eating this shit anyway. Even I don't eat that great, but this is something you know that you should not be eating is hot dogs. I don't even know what's in that stuff. Isn't that crazy? Also, with a lot of people now, with so many festivals and so many stuff, people are going out, whatever it is. Summerfest, I'm surprised. The total fans of Summerfest, 55,925 fans attended, almost 11% down from last year of how many people went to Summerfest in Milwaukee. That's a lot of people, folks. And, but, you know, a lot of people now, they're saving their money a little bit. They're kind of being a little, you know, especially with crazy this world is right now. And I won't get to politics today because we've had enough of that in the last couple of days. But, you know, I'm not, you know where my side is. Anyway, besides that, we'll leave that alone. But the crazy stuff that's going on here, folks. Now, even all these now with these charging the cards, we were talking about electric cars. We're talking about the credit card. Everybody's using cash and the credit card. They want you to use the credit card so they can stop it at any time they want. They want you to use electric car. Yes, I'm sure some of it saves the energy and everything, whatever. It's good for the environment. But the most of it, it's called control. Now, here's a perfect example about these electric cars. I don't have one myself. I don't know if I'll ever get one. Maybe if they have a school bus, that is, or when the tanks are and stuff like that. Maybe when an airplane's all electric, maybe I'll get one. But for the meantime, here's a perfect example. Yes, ma'am, I realize your house is on fire, but the electric fire engines are all charging right now. We can't come to your house. So I'm not convinced with that yet, but I do have a couple of people who have them, and they really have a good time with it. So they have no problem with it. So it is what it is. Guys, 5 harsh truths about life. 5 harsh truths about life. Number 5, your loved ones will not be around forever. Cherish them. Very important. Number 4, you will mess up. The best thing you can do is learn from it and move on. Very simple. Number 3, you can never fully prepare for anything in life being thrown at you. Number 2, the majority of your limits are self-imposed. And number 1, you are responsible for your own happiness. Very important indeed. Electric fire engine is not a good idea, right? Jeff, how you doing, my good buddy Jeff from Seventh Heaven? How you doing, pal? Hope you're doing well. Mary, nice to see you guys. All the great, and like I said, it was great having Penny on, and we left out so many information, stuff that's happening in this crazy world. A man followed a girl into the bathroom, stating he identified as a woman. The man's teeth were knocked out by the girl's father, who identified himself as the Tooth Fairy. Woo! You guys are on fire today. The stuff that you keep sending me, boy. Wow. I'm going to skip some of this stuff already that you guys are sending in. We're going to save it for tomorrow's show with my wife, Laura Ocean. Guys, listen to this. Fact. This is a fact. And this is crazy what we're talking about. But look, before toilet paper was invented, Americans used to use the corn on the cob. Fact. Follow it yourself. This is stuff that you guys are sending me. Wow. Unbelievable. I won't even get into this stuff. We are coming down to the end of the hour, folks. Now the bird flu. How about it in Colorado? 4 people are getting the bird flu. Let's see. Bird flu, COVID, right before the election. Oh, maybe we're going to get a bird flu now. Oh, 4 in Colorado. I hope they're okay, but man, who knows, right? And one thing I got to one more time before we go, let's talk about Ingrid Edris. She's a singer. She's the one that did the national anthem, and she's getting all this slack for not a great performance. But folks, then we find out a little bit more. I see a lot of people poking fun of the woman who's singing, but some of you have really asked yourselves, are you really that much better? I've learned some of you sing a lot. Okay, so not everybody can sing. I did not hear the performance. I probably should have, but I did not. I'm only hearing from what people told me about. She's a very accomplished country singer, and she suffered from poor decisions. She was drunk and should have not performed. Now, going back on that, I've done that a few times in the past, which you shouldn't be, it is what it is. But this is the national anthem you're talking about. This is something, it's a song about the country. Everybody's watching. I mean, you're on national television. She's a rookie. Lane Stanley was high on heroin and sounded amazing. So it all depends on the person. But this person is small. She's, petite and too much. And it was probably not a good move. I don't know if her agent stole something, but guys, hey, she was drunk. It happens. Give her a little bit of a break. It's unprofessional the way she did that. Okay. Whatever it is. Let Roseanne Barr, remember, she did it too, and nobody cared then. So let's give this girl a break. Let's not ruin this lady's career, which people are freaking out and stuff like that. It is what it is. People make mistakes. Let it go. Don't be so harsh on the lady, guys. All right, so let's one more sponsor, folks. Airtight Windows. If you're looking for windows and you want it done right, you got to go to my buddy from Airtight. It's that simple. Windows and siding. Oh, boy, that's right. If you are looking for honesty and quality and dependability, do it right with Airtight. Servicing the Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight. Call my buddy Louie at 708-788-5000. Mention Ocean's Pit. Do it right with Airtight, my good buddy Louie Pipes. All right, so again, buy local, shop local. We're supporting all these different organizations. That's what it's about. It's that's it, man. It's the only thing we can do. All right, guys. So Also, Armando Supermarkets, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. It is the 17th of July. You know what time that is, folks? It's time for birthdays. Before we say goodnight, Chicago singer and my very good friend John Vincent celebrating a birthday. Linda Ronstadt turning 76 years old. Mike Skill from the Romantics. What I like. Joe Scumaci, another great singer in the Chicagoland area. My good friend Michelle Ferrito. Again, Michelle, happy birthday, my dear friend. Bonnie Sadoa, my friend from the south side of Chicago. Happy birthday. Arbra, happy birthday. Patrice's niece, if you're watching, how you doing? Diane Lopez, Las Vegas in the house. Mick Tucker, former drummer of the band Sweet, one of my favorite bands from the 70s. And Jonathan Brandmeier, Johnny B, celebrating a birthday, folks. Also, Penny Chelios. Happy birthday to Penny. It was her birthday. Happy birthday. There she is. Happy birthday, Penny. And let's not forget 40-year anniversary to Culver's Fast Food, which started in Saussuck City in Wisconsin. Its very first location, 40 years for Culver's. Man, everybody loves those Culver's. All right, guys, tomorrow we'll be at the Berkeley Concert in the Park Electric Nights with the main event band plus Ron Starr and Regina Karma. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Daryl Armstead. That's 8 o'clock. Saturday, Taverna on Division with Double T, Tony Toto. And Sunday, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy for Rat Pack Sunday with Lee Stevens celebrating her 80th birthday. Me and my good buddy Jerry Jams. Again, Butterfield Country Club yesterday in Oak Brook. Thank you, Jams. And thank you, Double T. Great job. And Lefty, Mr. Bill Malarkey, thank you. Great seeing you, my friend. Guys, I want to thank my good friend Penny Chelios, and make sure you check her out, man. It's important to start feeling good, and you can do it right. It's a couple easy steps. You go see her, make an appointment. What do you got to lose by trying it once, right? Try it. You like it. Remember this commercial with the cereal? Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Anyway, give it a shot, folks. Let's thank, again, our last sponsor again, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, folks. Don't forget to download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. And don't forget to tell them to grill your Ace off and get $20 off any grill purchase. Guys, tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be in the house. And Friday, Frankie Satt, singer. He's been around not that long, but he's doing his stuff, playing the clubs, playing the restaurants. We're going to have Frankie on the show. So it's going to be interesting, guys. And it's been a great hour. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Get out of the house, folks. Get out of the house. Enjoy the summer. It doesn't last too long. And remember the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to be kind. No matter what our opinions are, we all have different ones, whether it's political views or what kind of car or what kind of whatever it is. Be kind. Thank God we're in the United States of America where right now we still have a choice to make our own opinions. I don't know. If we stay with this regime, who knows what that'll happen. But we won't talk about that today. We've had enough of that. Anyway, guys, God bless you. Have an incredible day. Nick Sahaj, the piano man. Take us out, everybody. God bless you. Have a great afternoon.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless you.